Hippity hoppity, the Congo is Belgian property. Not for long though, because today, my dear internet friends, we're gonna free the country of Congo and push out the scummy colonizers in Brussels. So we can have an Africa for Africans. Or at least a Africa for the Congolese. We're gonna play the New Ways mod, which in my opinion is one of the best mods the Hearts of Iron community have ever put out. If you never play it, I advise you give it a try. There is a link in the description. You'll have a lot to learn though, it's a little bit more complicated than vanilla. And this is our focus tree. It's quite big, but it's one of the first focus trees this mod has put out. So it's not quite the best one, but I really like it. Because of this path right here, stop the black harassment. We're gonna go down this one and we're gonna rain some fire on those imperialist scum. They also have a really good Ethiopia tree, which I might also make a video on, if you guys want to see that. There are a lot of amazing and fucking huge focus trees in this mod, like this one. This is the Iranian focus tree, look at this shit. It's probably bigger than the Soviet vanilla one. So yeah, if you want more of this mod, let me know. So this is the Congo. We only have one civ, 14 million core population, and we are ruled by this guy, which is not that bad, but he has a very French sounding name, so I'm gonna puke. This mod also adds a bunch of new decisions, and we can already get more cores. We can integrate Gabon and the Middle Congo, as well as Uganda. And I see we have a decision to unite the entirety of Africa, so I think this is gonna be our aim for this video. And I am talking too much again, so we're gonna start with reduced dependency on Brussels. Boo, jumpscare, look how this China looks. It's fucking horrible. This mod probably has the worst fucking China in existence. The worst thing about this mod has to be that it moves very fucking slow. It used to be way worse. In the beginning of this mod and a bit after that, after every single day that passed, the game will literally stop for like 3 or 4 seconds before the next day starts. And also after each DLC, it takes for the guys that run this mod around 4 or 5 months to update it. So it's a shame. But it's a really amazing mod, and it's obvious that they put a lot of work and passion into this, so we're gonna forgive them. Oof, 70 days for one civ, and another 70 days for one meal. I told you that this focus tree is very old. Also, the German Civil War goes very hard in this mod, look at this shit. And I think there is more people yet to spawn. And we can already go to war economy, with a discount also. That's a good fucking deal. And now we can do stop the black harassment, which will put us on track to adopt a more, let's say, suitable ideology for the current political climate of Africa. Another great thing about this mod is that you have access to all of those decisions. And most of them give you a buff in exchange for some political power and some other minor debuff. And the best one out of this is, without a doubt, hold the military parade in the capital. For 90 political power, you get 5% stability instantly, and for 60 days after you get some division organization and some weekly stability and war support ticking. And 11% less construction speed. But we can't really build that much anyway with our glorious Congolese industry. Remember that fucking mill we waited 70 days for? Well, I don't even get access to it. It goes to the fucking Belgians. Our focus just finished and Simon Kibangu took over the country. We are now finally free. And we are now Kibanguist Congo. We got a pretty terrible looking flag and a pretty terrible looking leader. And I just googled him and he doesn't look like this at all, I don't know why. He straight up looks like a fucking alien. But anyway, he's great, he has a lot of bonuses which I like. Oh well, and I think I found a bug already. See how we have 3 factories here and 1 more in this state right here? We seem to have access to only 2 of the 3 civs and not to the mill at all. So that's a bit strange, but we'll be fine. Our next focus is gonna be Congo for the Congolese, which will quote-unquote remove some people that are not Congolese from our beautiful Congo. We will get some stability hit and some war support bonus, and also 3 mills and this Congo to the Congolese bonus, which is pretty strong. Oh damn, we lost around 370,000 people. That was a little rough. But anyway, on the positive side of things, after the focus stopped the black harassment, we got an entirely new political cabinet with those 4 guys. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, and Theotokos. And those guys, look at them, they give insane bonuses. We're gonna hire this one first for 30% political power gain, 10% stability, 12% construction speed, and 7.5 factory output. Amazing. We're gonna ban alcohol next for all of these insane bonuses. Oh, and if you want to give this mod a go, I advise you start with Hungary. Although they have the basic focus tree, they have those two focuses, and after you do this one, you will get a new focus tree. In which, if I remember correctly, I haven't played this in almost 2 years now or something like that. But if I remember correctly, you have a path to restore Austria-Hungary, to build a Habsburg Empire, or to form the European Union? I don't know, this might be bullshit, but that's what I remember. And you have the same option with Austria right here. Oh, and Czechoslovakia also. And now that alcohol is banned, we're gonna do a little detour to this little pretty terrible industrial tree. And we're gonna grab 2 building slots, another building slot, a synthetic refinery for some fucked up reason, a Civ and 36 steel, and finally the thing that we're after, the research slot. And it will also remove our debuff, because we only have 2 research slots, which is pretty terrible. Actually, I might have to do this focus and this focus first, because I need to have more than 10 factories to get the research slot, and I currently have 8. And those 2 will give me 2 more, and there is 1 more Civ here, so we'll have 11. No matter what mod we play and no matter what universe we find ourselves in, one thing remains constant. Mussolini fucking sucks. It's mid-1937 and Ethiopia is still alive, and an Italian civil war just started. So with that, I think Ethiopia will push the Italians out of Africa. Oh yeah, this mod adds the microstates. And as you can see, they all have micro penis. Oh wait, no, that's me. They have micro focus trees. Anyway, let's get back to our shit. Now that you can actually build guns, I'm gonna queue up some more divisions. Because we only have 3 and that's not enough to free the entirety of Africa. Also, our capital is now called Nkamba, Jerusalem. We will see more of this later, trust me. And yep, it's just like how I said it will be. Mussolini is almost dead. Oh yeah, and this mod also adds 2 more branches for land doctrines, which are pretty powerful. I mean, look at these bonuses. But one of those does a thing where your generals can only hold half the divisions they could previously. Like this general, instead of 24, he would be only able to command 12 units. And I really don't want that to happen. I don't know which one is, and I really don't want to gamble. So I'm just gonna go with the good old superior firepower. To say that the civil wars in this mod are disgusting, it's an understatement. Ethiopia just pissed out with the Italians and they did not take anything. Disappointing as always. A bunch of time has passed, it's now 1939 and we're almost ready to start liberating Africa. And that all begins with the focus Reign of Fire, which will give us a fucking faction. But it's alright, the important stuff is after this focus. And now it is time. The liberation of Angola. After this focus is finished, we're gonna get a war goal on Portugal and course on all of Angola. Sadly, I don't think they have many factories. And that's kinda what we need, because population we have a lot. Because in this mod the conscription laws are buffed quite a lot. And there it is, the liberation of Angola. Our first war is about to start. Portugal is fascist, so there is no way they join the allies. They don't have any troops on the border, which is very good because my army is fucking shit. I need 600 more artillery to be able to add an artillery battalion to my army. I only got 300, so it's gonna take some time. Unfortunately, with this focus we just lost 3 civils because Portugal was buying my steel. And now, surprisingly enough, they don't. So yeah, let's go. And not a single Portuguese division has been able to land here, so this is just free. I would have liked to get some army XP though, so that's a bummer. And there we go, we got the entirety of Angola. They had 1 mill and 1 sieve, which is pretty alright I guess. Unfortunately, we will not be able to capitulate the Portuguese for a long time, because we don't have a navy and there is no other way. Next up, we're gonna do saving South Africa from apartheid. I don't remember what this focus does exactly, but it gives me a lot of decisions to click, so I'm gonna have fun either way. If you wonder what else is happening in the world, Yemen just took a bite out of the rebranded Saudi Arabia. Iran is in the second fucking civil war for this game. I don't know how they managed to do that. Spain is also in the second civil war in the last 3 years of gameplay. And China still looks like a fucking headache. Wait a goddamn minute, did Portugal used to be this long? I don't think so. They fucking stole Galicia out of Spain. The fuck are you doing, bruh? Will you just let the Portuguese kick you around like that? The fuck are you, a fucking cuck? Take it back. Oh look, there actually is a way to peace out with Portugal. If we click this answer, we will keep Cabinda and Angola, and we will peace out with the Portuguese. That sounds like a great idea. But we're not gonna fucking do it. The fuck did the Portuguese think I am? A fucking pussy? Like this bold Spanish fucker? Get the fuck out of here, I'm not giving you an inch of territory. The focus saving South Africa is done, and it only allows me to core the states if I control them, so it's pretty useless. We're next gonna do invite sorcerers from Europe. And it says in the description that we're gonna get an event, Foreign Wizards told about Uranus. I also don't remember what this does, but I kinda ran out of things to do, so might as well. We got this fucking event, and we can either hit Let the Wizards Study It, which will give us some research bonuses for nuclear technology, or we can make arrowheads out of uranium, and we will lose a lot of people, and we'll get a permanent minus 10% population debuff, but we're gonna get this 10% division attack, which I will gladly take. We're at 18.84 million core population, and after this, oh, we only lost 100,000 or something like that, it's fine. And now I think I'm gonna go all the way down to African urbanization. Oh god damn! The bold Spanish guy actually listened to me. He declared war on Portugal. Wonderful. Now we can actually end the war. I never expected that to happen. We're gonna ask for military support, and I'm gonna send my entire army there. There is no need to garrison my ports because they didn't even naval invade once. Actually, I don't think they have enough range. Oh, never mind, they have this little island right here. They could have if they wanted. But they're pussies, so there's no chance. Okay, the only thing is that Spain doesn't fucking capitulate before my troops get there. I don't know how, but Portugal, despite having half the population of Spain, has 500,000 manpower and around 20 more divisions than Spain does. Oh, that's fucking great. Only 5 of my divisions actually left. Unable to find valid paths to target. What the fuck does that mean? Just go here. Is that because they have navies in this state? I don't really get it, to be honest. Oh, a couple more divisions have left. That's great. Can we pull this off with these few divisions, guys? Do you trust me? If yes, I think you should reevaluate your life decisions, because I suck at this game. I'm just pretending to be good. And so far it works, so shame on you. It looks like we are pushing the Portuguese pretty easily. Okay, I want you guys all here. I'm gonna try to capture Lisbon very fast. And do some little encirclements. Okay, there are 5 more divisions on the way. Oh my god, the Portuguese divisions don't even have artillery in them. They only have shovels. We already encircled 2. And another encirclement. We don't have any supply though. And I will fucking have to build this railway myself. And another encirclement. And this time is the capital. And the brave Congolese troops capture Lisbon. At this point I'm attacking just to get some army experience. And because I cannot do any more encirclements. Because the Spanish are pushing them. So I can't catch them in a little circle how they deserve. Oh look, another encirclement. Damn, that looks nice. Oof. There are 200,000 dead Portuguese. And he only lost 7k. And the Portuguese have been exiled to Galicia. Well, I guess if they wanted it so much, might as well be their graves. Am I right? And they surrendered. I actually have player-led conferences on. So what is fair is fair. I'm gonna give the entirety of Portugal to Spain. Although I did all the work, I couldn't have done it if I didn't have the land border. I'm gonna take their navy though, because I don't have time to build one. And I will take pretty much everything else myself. All the African colonies and the islands. They are worthless anyway. Oh fuck, I'm so fucking stupid. I'm so fucking stupid, I gave the Spain everything. Oh damn. I have the state transfer tool on, but I don't think it works in this mod. And I'm playing Iron Man, so I cannot use any console commands. Okay, let me crash the game and see what happens. Alright, we're just before Portugal capitulated, it's amazing. Okay, everything turned out just fine in the end. Another thing that I really like about this mod is that it finally adds resources to Africa. I mean, look at all this shit, this is beautiful, I love this. There is a lot of steel here, some more oil in Ethiopia, couple aluminium in Sudan, Liberia is fucking crazy, and there's a lot more steel in North Africa. See Paradox? This is how it's done. And we can finally get our 4th research slot in 1940, wonderful. And we also unlocked the modernization mechanics, which is this little button right here. And we need to have all of those. I think we miss one, social infrastructure, which is this building right here, which gives you a lot of good shit. So let's queue it up here and see what it does. Oh, it seems like we can do it in some other states. It seems like it's gonna take 90 days and it's kinda expensive, 5 cities. Another cool thing about this mod is that when you get late game and you don't have much use for the political power, you can go to this tab right here and buy some weapons. Like 200 artillery for 60 political power. It's a reasonable price. I'm gonna buy everything. Also, everything that is here in the market, it's actually things that have been sold by the AI in this other tab right here. And the price keep fluctuating based on demand or something like that. It's crazy. Okay, so just a quick world update. Italy declared war on Yugoslavia some time ago, and they were in a Bulgarian faction, which was formed of them, Romania and Czechoslovakia. And the war has ended, and it looks something like this. Yugoslavia fucking murdered Italy. It split them in half, but they left fucking Mussolini alive, because probably they didn't have enough points to annex all of Italy. They also took this state from Austria, and they are a Italian puppet still, because again they did not have enough points to take it probably. And now for some fucked up reason the Romanians declared war on the Soviets, and they dragged everybody with them. I wonder who's gonna win this one. Well, the Soviets just rolled over Romania and Bulgaria, and this fucker Mussolini just went on for the round 2 and declared war on Bulgaria, and everybody in this faction joined except Yugoslavia. I guess they are scared. They are using most of their manpower to garrison Italy, because Italy has the exact same number of divisions as they do. And they are kinda busy in the east, so I don't condemn them. We almost have 2 armies fully equipped. But before we go to war, we will have to build a lot of supply hubs, because this is fucking horrendous and I am on motorized priority. Well, I guess the Soviets are conquering half of Europe and nobody cares. The Germans are also surprisingly not doing anything, so I will have to fight the allies myself, alone. Italy is now at war with all those people, which is fucking random, and Ethiopia went in for round 2. Although they cannot conquer anything because Italy doesn't own shit anymore. You should have got it when you could have, Mr. Haile Selassie. You snooze, you lose. Bro, this fucking rat Mussolini is back again. He cannot be fucking killed, he's like a cockroach or something like that. And he fucking joined the allies and I will have to fight him. He also brought poor Ethiopia into the fight with the UK and France. Anyway, I did all of these focuses which didn't give me anything in return, and now it's time to rebrand ourselves. From this day on, we will be called the Black Christ Empire. Well, well, well. The war has ended and Italy got Ethiopia after all. Also, the Soviets fucking butchered this pistol. I mean, look at this shit. They made a Turkish and a Kurdish puppet. They puppeted all of Bulgaria, nothing to see there. They took the eastern part of Serbia and Albania. They turned Yugoslavia communist, but they left it free, looking like fucking this. This state is not even connected. They split Czechoslovakia. They made this horribly disjointed Ukraine in 3 separate regions. They puppeted Romania and they butchered it. Also releasing Moldavia. And why the fuck is their capital at Galați? It should have been in Iași. I fucking hate this. This actually makes me nauseous. I will not look there anymore. Well, not like Africa is any better. What the fuck is this? The kingdom of Liberia, it's fucking huge. How the fuck did they get all of this? And oh my fucking god, look at the king of Liberia. Look how much fucking drip he has. Put on the fucking Supreme jacket and that's it. Look at him. He's the king of swag, not the king of Liberia. They have 25 fucking factories. It's almost as much as I do. Damn. And more people are joining the allies. Perfect. It's just what I needed. More enemies. Oh, and the Germans finally created the Central Powers. Also, Hungary just fucking chilled through all of this. They were literally encircled by war and they just didn't do anything. Okay, what the fuck is happening now? They kicked the Italians out of the allies and now they are killing them. Looks like Mussolini is finally getting what he deserves. Oh, and look at that, now we are the Empire of the Black Christ. We only have this focus left, which will give us some claims that I don't care about. So I'm just gonna do whatever until we're ready to attack. Well, somehow the fucking Italians have been fighting all of those people with 60 fucking divisions for like 4 months now. And I don't understand how can they suck so much. The Comintern and the allies. You know, I was getting scared seeing all those divisions on my borders and I just thought about retreating to this river right here, but now that I see how fucking bad they are, I'm no longer scared. And I just know after saying this, I will declare war on the allies and I will capitulate in like 5 minutes. Because that's what the game does. Well, the Germans just declared war on southwestern Africa. I don't know why, but they are now at war with the entirety of the Allied faction. Which is fucking huge. And they are so fucking pathetic, bruh. They literally have half the factories and half the divisions of both France and the UK. So this is gonna be quick. I don't understand how this is happening, but it seems like everybody that fights the allies ends up at war with the commenter, and I don't fucking like that. Because look at this shit. Can't fight all of this. Come on. The French just declared war on the Soviets. I don't understand anything anymore. Well, I guess this is gonna make it easier for me. Anyway, I'm almost done building supply. I only have to finish these rails. It will only take around 20 days or something like that. And yeah, the supply is looking really good now. Well, Germany is toasted. My rails also finished. So it is time we do the focus Burn White Heresy, which will give us some insane bonuses. And it's time to declare war. There we go. Are they gonna attack? No. Can we push? I think we do. Let's see, let's see. If I can capture the middle Congo and Gabon, it will be amazing. And I want to push this river right here in Zambia. Alright. I conquered those two states and I was about to click the decision to core them, but then I seen that they are actually cored. And I also have a core on Uganda, which actually makes sense because I could core it from the start of the game, but I also have cores on Kenya. Well, on the state of Kenya, not on the nation. I don't have on those two. But anyway, that doesn't matter. We're pushing pretty easily, which I'm glad of. And it kinda bothers me that this nation did not declare war on me. I could do it myself, but I think a shorter front is gonna be better in the long run for me. The south front have stabilized, the enemy have started to attack me right now. They piled a lot of divisions here, and why the fuck are they using so many artillery ones? This is upsetting to my eyes. I managed to push them entirely out of Tanzania, and now I'm pushing into Kenya. I want to get this heavily defended port, and then I can encircle them around here. The north haven't moved in a lot of time, but the enemy does not have any supply in this region, so I can easily push if I want. But I don't want to because I will have to build some supply. And I will only be able to do that after I build those factories that I queue up. Also, the Ally faction and the Comintern are not fighting in Europe because they do not actually have a land border. They literally created an Italian and a German buffer state, so they don't have to fight. They are both free and not in any factions. So I am doing most of the work. Our current kill ratio is 1 to 10, which is impressive. I am very tempted to take all those divisions that garrison the southwestern Africa front, but I just know that once I do that they will declare war on me and the allies will pour into my country like fucking ants on a lollipop, so I'm not gonna do that. But I will be able to deploy some troops soon. There we go, I managed to capture almost the entirety of Kenya. Unfortunately, a lot of those troops managed to retreat into Allied territory, so we only got around 10 divisions trapped here. Oh no, I just heard the sound. The first naval invasion is coming, I wonder where. Good, now I can send this army south so I can finish South Africa. I think this is the naval invasion that I heard, because nothing is coming to Africa. Excuse me, game? What happens here? My unit got encircled and this division was here, and they are going through my territory without fighting my division. Fucking crazy. There we go, South Africa just capitulated. Oh, and finally, Southwestern Africa declared war on me. Fucking pussies. Just kill them already, I'm sick of them. Oh, look at that. Mr. Always Neutral is no longer neutral, what a surprise. And now the two factions touch tips. Look at it. They have 3 tiles where they can fight now. There is only one camel defending the entire Ethiopian front. Because they don't really fucking care about little Ethiopia. They should have accepted my proposal to join my faction. And the only defender of Ethiopia is about to die. What a shame. Damn bro, those divisions are fucking starving. They're so easy to push. There we go, and with this port secured, the entire south of Africa is mine. Our economy is really starting to pick up. So, a bunch of time have passed, and I managed to banish the allies out of Africa. Pretty much conquered all of it except this port right here. And these guys will be the last encirclement of this video, because I would only have to clean those little nations that remain in Africa up to unite Africa and do my initial goal for this video. But the problem is that the world looks like this. These are the factions, the Comintern and the allies did not really move much here. It's almost 1945 and I did a little calculation, and it takes 10 seconds for 1 day to go by, which means it takes 5 minutes for 1 month to pass, which means that 1 year it's around 1 hour, and it will take me around 2 or 3 years to capitulate the allies and unite Africa. And I'm not gonna do that because it's getting very boring. So there we go boys, encirclement. There are 31 divisions in this pocket. And there it goes. The Empire of Black Christ now controls almost the entirety of Africa. I also managed to core everything that I could except Equatorial Guinea, and I have around 51 million core population with 100 more non-cored. And quite a big industry, around 200 factories. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. This mod is pretty goddamn good. If you also want to try it, it's called New Ways and it's gonna be in the description. And if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a like and a subscribe. I mean, why not? Let me have fun also.